The players in my Dungeons & Dragons campaign had been exploring the ancient dwarven city of Mirabar and had discovered a well. They could see that it went somewhere, so naturally wanted to find out what was at the bottom of it, so they did the obvious thing. They used the rogue. And I should stress, by used the rogue, I don't mean asked him nicely, I mean they used the rogue. Yeah. Guys, can we not? Can you put me down? Guys, is that even safe? That looks totally fine. And so they lowered him down. Everyone was laughing, having a good time. Throw the hobbit down the well. He doesn't even have dark vision. Ha ha ha. It was a joke. It was a funny joke. But behind the screen, I wasn't laughing. Because I knew what was down there. What they might disturb. I rolled some dice to determine what would happen next. And that was the moment that I knew the rogue wouldn't be coming back out of that well. The wooden beam holding the rope at the top of the well collapses and falls into the water below, making a loud splash. Then everything starts to shake. Did we do that? I feel like we did that. The loud noise had drawn the attention of a purple worm, which burst out of the wall and immediately swallowed the rope. Don't look at me like that. You did this to yourselves. The players at the top of the well started to panic. The bard tossed a fireball down to minimal effect. And then the barbarian and paladin decided that they had to act. We have to help him again, don't we? Yeah. So the paladin and the barbarian jumped down the well and started trying to fight this thing. Okay, so 13 to hit. Your blade bounces off the worm's thick hide, doing no damage. That's okay, I have a second attack. That's a 17 to hit. Well, we tried. Meanwhile, the rogue was just hanging out in some stomach acid rolling death saves. Behind the screen, I was just panicking. This is not how this fight was meant to go. For starters, it was meant to be 6 players, not 4, fighting this thing on even ground, which should be totally winnable. Instead, they basically went worm fishing with rogue bait and put themselves in a position where they could do almost nothing to help him. I say almost because the barbarian, of all people, had an idea. He had noticed that the second rope that was still attached to the rogue was hanging out of the worm's mouth. In an amazing display of grace, he dove off the worm, grabbed the rope, and managed to pull the rogue back out from inside the worm's stomach. Then it was just the barbarian facing off against the enormous worm. He was the only thing standing between the rogue and certain death. And then it was the worm's turn, blah, and it instantly KO'd the barbarian. The paladin, who had bravely fled to safety, knew he had a choice to make. Heal the barbarian, or the rogue, who was now only one bad dice roll away from death. Really, there was only one choice. So he healed the rogue, and then picked up the unconscious barbarian and fled back to safety. But the rogue was conscious again, and he stood up at... No, wait, it was the worm's turn again. Hey guys! Did you see these super convenient stairs over here? Isn't that crazy? These have been here the whole time! And that was the last they ever saw of Gareth Arnahill. Thanks for watching. This has been my first ever D&D animation, in fact my first ever animation full stop. And if you like this and want more, please give the video a like and subscribe and I will make more.